Simon Murphy here, founder at mymortgagedeal.co.uk, and I'm here to help you buy, refinance or release equity on your UK property wherever you live worldwide. And in this episode I'm going to answer an interesting topical question, which is how can I save thousands in stamp duty payments before April 2021. So how can I save thousands in stamp duty payments before April 2021. So I'll see you in a couple of moments when I answer that question. So thanks for joining us on this episode of Expat Finance TV. That question I'm going to answer in this episode: how can I save thousands in stamp duty payments before April 2021? There are a couple of things just to remember about the current stamp duty rules that are really time sensitive. So there's a couple of things to remember. The first one is that you can save up to 15,000 in stamp duty payments up to a maximum property purchase value of 500,000 if you're buying for the first time in the UK, or you're selling and replacing your principal family home in the UK. So you can save up to 15,000 on a property purchase price or value of 500,000 as long as you are buying your first principal family home or replacing your family home. That also applies if the only property you're going to hold at the end of the transaction is actually a buy-to-let. It still applies, because you will only have one property in the UK. The second thing to remember is there is a second property stamp duty percentage applied when you buy a second property. So that is a 3% surcharge that is applied when you buy a second property. So although you get the benefit of the first property stamp duty arrangements up until the end of March, if you're going to buy an additional property, then the 3% surcharge still applies. The third thing to remember is that from April 2021, any non-resident who wants to buy property in the UK, and whether that's your first home, second home or 15th home, then there is an additional surcharge being applied of 2%. So that 2% charge applies to non-residents in the UK. That also applies to those that are British national. So if you're a UK expat and you want to buy after April 2021 and you're not a resident in the UK, then this 2% surcharge will be brought in as a charge to the applicant. So there's a couple of things to remember there. In summary, we have a payment break of up to 15,000 on your first principal home, or you're replacing your first principal home, or at the end of a transaction you will only have one property left in the UK. That 3% is applied. The second scope is, remember, when you're buying a second property, there is a 3% surcharge applied. That still stands during this payment break or not. And the third thing to remember is that there is a non-resident stamp duty charge coming in from April 2021. So putting all of that together, there are savings to be made right now. One thing I would just caution clients on is, if you're definitely planning to purchase in the UK, don't leave it to January or February before you start applying, because the mortgage market at the moment is extremely clogged. There are many delays with the pandemic at the moment. So I'd encourage you, if you are doing something, to reach out quite soon, get your application, get your approval in principle, in place so that you're ready to go with the agent and you have your documentation in order. So I hope that episode's been useful for you. As always, we'd really appreciate it if you like or follow us on our channel. And if you've any comments or suggestions or questions, please put them in the links below, and we look forward to engaging with you on that. So thanks for joining in. Thanks for touching base with us on this episode, and we look forward to seeing you on our next one. Bye for now.